Hey guys, this is Josh Ross, and you're listening to Music Row.
Welcome to Music Row, a backstage pass to your favorite country artists. Here's your host, Leek.
Welcome back to the show, a special edition of the Music Row podcast. Josh Ross, who just released later tonight. You can find it on all the DSPs out there. Go give a listen and give it a good loud listen and watch to see things shake around the house. Josh Ross coming up on Music Row. Speaking of Josh Ross, he did pretty good at the 2025 CCMA Music Awards. Josh was the night's Triple Crown winner, taking home Entertainer of the Year, Single of the Year, and Video of the Year for his hit Single Again. Cameron Whitcomb picked up a couple. He won Fans' Choice Award and Breakthrough Artist or Group of the Year. And Mackenzie Porter was named Female Artist of the Year, while Jade Eagleson picked up Male Artist of the Year honors. And the James Barker Band, who was just on the program a week ago, continued their winning streak as Group or Duo of the Year. Congratulations to all of they. Coming up on the program, Josh Ross.
Wherever there's a heartbeat and a stage, there's an artist set to perform. This is Music Row on Tour.
Brought to you by the Pecan Agency, connecting fans with bands worldwide. Congratulations to the Pecan Agency as they just picked up Agency of the Year at the 2025 CCMA Awards in Kelowna, BC. Catch Eric Church on the road in October, Boise, Idaho, October 24. On the 25th of October, Spokane, Washington. And Josh Ross hits the road with the Later Tonight Tour starting February 6th in Moncton, New Brunswick. And dates that will follow will be in Ottawa, Toronto, London, Kitchener, Winnipeg for 2 dates. Wrapping in Vancouver, BC on March 9 at the Orpheum Theatre. Coming up on Music Row, Josh Ross.
Hi, my name is Kim Stockwood. I am a proud Newfoundlander and a Canadian singer-songwriter. In a landscape where many lack access to health benefits or employee assistance programs, the Unison Fund serves as a lifeline of hope for musicians and music industry professionals facing medical emergencies or mental health challenges. To learn more about Unison and their programs, please visit unisonfund.ca.
Hey guys, this is Josh Ross, and you're listening to Music Row with Leek.
Get all your talking points? Because you're so pro?
No. They hate because I wing it on everything, usually.
Well, I think you should be winging it on everything because then it's natural, Josh.
Authentic. No media training here. Like, don't go over here.
Stay in your
Cool.
space.
How's the light? Like, you're
You
liking
look-
me there, but
you look
you're not
great.
liking me there. If you drop that, like,
I'm dropping it down just a tiny bit because it's.
but if you actually drop the stick down,
Drop the stick.
then I don't have to worry about
Unbelievable.
there.
Why do you know anything about cameras? And why do you know anything about lighting?
I just really working on my lighting camera career. Side hustle. We all need side hustles.
Everything's rolling.
God, you look great.
Thanks. It's a hat that I dusted off earlier on today.
For me,
I said, what will match my shoes best? And that's what I went with.
a black hat.
Yeah. It's blue. Thank you.
Oh,
colorblind.
sorry. Yeah.
I understand.
Dark room.
Hey, Josh Ross has a new album. That's
Yeah.
exciting times.
Very exciting. First album.
I can't believe that you found time to smash 15 songs together
Yeah.
and do a release when you've only been on the road nonstop for the last year and a half.
Yeah, it feels like a couple of years on the road. It's an interesting album because I'm very, very excited that it's my first album. It's taken 6-7 years to get it together. There's some songs on there that are 4 years old, and then there's some songs that are 6 months old. So it's really, really cool. I co-wrote a little over half the record, and the other songs were just songs that had been pitched to me, and I really felt like I wished I would have wrote, or I've lived those experiences, or how it would pan out on the road. So first time having to pick outside songs, with just being, I just haven't been able to write as much with being gone so much.
So how many songs, when you say working with outside writers and songs being pitched to you, how many songs did you filter through and be like, man,
gosh. I don't even know. That's a rough.
do you think you listened to 50 songs?
Oh no, I've listened to. I'd say around, I don't know, 400, 300.
Wow.
At least, yeah.
I mean, that
At least.
in itself.
I mean, over
takes-
the last couple of years, I would say that like thousands, but I would say in the last year, probably 3 or 4.
Do you listen to the song and within first 10 seconds, you're like, not Josh Ross?
There's usually I'm always a verse chorus for sure. But if like the first couple words, if there's something I'm like, oh no. Then, but if it's like a cool vibe, then sometimes I'll be like, okay, maybe they're willing to rewrite part of it or something like that.
Maybe we can give it a little bit of a Josh Ross
we can fix
edit.
It. Yeah, there's just certain things I'm like, I don't know. That's been talked about, or I've done that before, I guess,
There are some songs on Later Tonight where I'm like, this happened to Josh.
Yes.
This makes sense to me.
See, that's good.
Josh has had an ex say, you have to leave the bar now.
Yes, this is very true.
You
Or I got asked, or I did voluntarily, got removed.
You were told to never return.
Told to not return, yes.
Was that the college days, told not to return? Or was that
was
growing up in Waterdown?
Yeah, no, that'd be the Nashville days. Honestly, I was like so well behaved. Not that I'm not now. I just, I definitely went through a period of time in Nashville where I got to go out and party and learned what partying was, and definitely had some fun nights. So, yeah.
I laugh at it because you played football on the university team. You lived, in dorms and stuff like that, but now you learned how to party. I think that's a funny statement.
Well, I was like the student athlete, right? I was like trying to get my education, which I always struggled with, balancing football and learning at the same time. And then, there was times where like, I remember there was like a year or two, like I don't think I really drank. It was like, just work out, focus on school. And then once that was all done and I moved to Nashville, I was like, okay, socializing was the way to do work. So like it was go out, have drinks and meet people.
I've been talking to a lot of artists lately. They say that is almost essential when you're in Nashville.
Yeah.
To meet, shake hands, and to do it again the next night.
Yeah, when I moved there, I knew one person, and yeah, there was a bar called Red Door for sure. It was like my spot, but it was like it's changed a lot. Nashville's changed a lot in the last 4 years, especially, where it's maybe not as much of a local spot now, but during the week it still kind of is, I guess. And but yeah, you'd go there and you'd meet, I'd meet you and I'd be like, tell you where I'm from, whatever, and then I'd be like, hey, do you want to write tomorrow or whatever? You pull your phone out and see if there's an opportunity to get together. And that was me, the early networking. And honestly, how I met my management and some of the people that I work with today is from one relationship, but from going out led to the next. And this was like, you got to meet this person, and it's pretty cool.
And then once you get publishing, then it's like, oh, thank God. I don't have to actually go to bars to meet people anymore.
Well, then now it's the balance of like, writing with new people or people that they think is going to fit. And I've never met them versus like at the bar. It's like, at least I got to have a conversation with you. And if you were maybe not the person I wanted to write with, I'd be like, well, it was just nice meeting you. And then now it's, I'm very fortunate. They know usually who I like to write with, but there are times where it's like, hey, get to write with somebody brand new. And I walk into a room and there's, 3 new people, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So,
and what do you do when it's not working? Like it's just not gelling, and you've been sitting in, in a small room. Like those rooms are not giant auditoriums. You're sitting in basically a 4-person office space.
Yeah, I feel like now, like I'm lucky that I'm writing with people that are so great that we usually get something, but they've been doing it long enough that they know when it's not going well. And there have been times where it's just like, all right, well, we've stirred on ideas for 2 hours here and this is not happening, so let's not force it. And then that's it. And then there's other ones where you just like, you try to finish it. And, but yeah, no, it's interesting. I'm one of those people that if we get on an idea and I'm just like, let's restart. There's no sense in us writing something that we know nobody's ever going to use. So
what happens when you kind of have an idea of a song?
Yep.
You've written it with some dudes, some peoples, but you can't finish it. But in your heart, you want to finish it.
Right.
Can you take it into another writing session and go?
Well, you could. But here's the thing is like, if I wrote that there's 4 people on it, and then I go to another writing room and there's another 4 people there, and I go, hey, I have this idea that's half done, but there's 4 other people on it. Now there's 8. It just doesn't financially make sense for a lot of people.
Sure. You can only cut a penny so many times.
Exactly. So I think that's where it would be discouraged. There is times though where I've like, come up with an idea or a title with somebody and we weren't able to do it, but I got to another write and I was like, if I throw this out and, I'll message them and be like, hey, this was your and I idea, but if, we use it as a cool, I put your name on this, and that happens, which is, I think, fine. There's a lot of times where people probably just wouldn't put the person's name on it and hope they can get by without it. But
I made a comment once at a bar with a real prominent writer out of Nashville. Like he's got number ones and that. And I said, I just made this off the cuff comment. He goes, I like what you said there. I'm going to put it in a song.
Right.
So then I run into him like 2 years later. I'm like, hey, did you ever put that into a song? And he gave me this stone cold look like, oh no.
Yeah.
Did I not credit you on something? What was it that you said?
Right.
Because he gets sued all the time where people say they think.
Well, people will, yeah.
But it's funny because we can have similar ideas.
Yeah.
You and I, even though we didn't write together,
Right.
we're going to make the same comments generally in life if we're in the same circles.
Yeah, I think if somebody, deliberately says like a whole idea and a hook, it's nice to give them credit. But I think if you're just passing ideas, I do that all the time. I mean, I probably put a title in my phone a day just from hearing something or thinking of an idea or a concept, or I listen to another song and hear lyrics in it that I'm like, oh, well, they didn't think of it this way. And there's definitely a proper way of going about it. And then nobody's going to notice. So don't worry about it.
Later tonight, we're talking, it's a first full length album. How much more difficult were you in writing this? Because I know that early days you're trying to figure out who Josh Ross is.
Right.
Now you probably have a good idea or a better idea today.
A better idea. Yeah.
So did that make it a little bit more stressful in putting songs together? 15 songs on a new album.
I really enjoyed the process because I felt like for me, we live in such an interesting time where it's like, okay, where's the next single and the next single and the next TikTok and the next, piece of content. And a lot of times, honestly, I feel like I'm more of a content creator than an artist or a songwriter. And with the album, it was really cool because I actually got to dive in on a project, and I had a whiteboard with the track listing and was trying to figure out, this song would be really good in the middle of the record and this would be a good first song. And
I will say you did a fantastic job of that.
Thank you.
I normally don't bring up anything like that.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, I know, for an artist to kind of set the tone on an album, but you have a real smart flow.
Thank you.
To Later Tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I kind of felt like if I was to build a set list, what would it look like with those songs? And that's kind of the order I tried to give. And I think track one and and the last track are always the last track always for me is the special track. So that one I put Scared of Getting Sober because that's just a song that I think really matters. And, but it was just such a fun process, and it was a lot easier, honestly, for me than doing one song at a time. So I enjoyed it. When
I turned it on, I thought I was driving a 1998 Camry with a 10-inch subwoofer in the back. There's some big production.
There's some cool songs. Yeah, songs like New Me definitely will thump in the car. So I'm excited for those. And then, there's some stripped back songs too, piano ballads and stuff that, songs like First Taste of Gone that, a lot of people found me from. There's some of that still in it, which is great. And for the first time, I kind of have some life songs, which is cool too.
It's a funny thing where you can put your thoughts on who you are in life and put it to paper. And I've said it many times, be careful when you date an artist.
Yeah.
Because if you break up, it will be written about.
Yeah. Content, everything's content.
The album starts off actually with a breakup song, and then it's you hating the way someone looks because they look so good. So you go from hate to love.
They hate to love. That's probably me as a person. So there you go. 2 different relationships for sure.
What do you think Josh Ross got really good at over the last year and a half? Because with all those dates and some major tours, Luke Combs and Nickelback and...
Yeah, I think, the live show is something that I'm very, very passionate about. At one time, I still am very nervous getting on stage because I just care so much. But at one time, it took a lot for me to figure out how to move around and engage and take moments in the show. And I think that's something that I've now, I've slightly started to figure out. I'm still learning with each and every show. So that's been really incredible. And then just learning how to build, the right people around you. I think that's something that early on you just kind of say yes to everything and you're trying to figure out all the pieces. And now it's nice because it's the band and the people are on the road. It's we're gone, 200 plus days a year. And it's nice to have a family on the road.
Yeah. And if one jerk
it's
part of that room for 240 days a year.
No, it just doesn't work. It really doesn't. I mean, we're in, smaller than this room and we got 11 people on a bus. So it's a lot.
And you also got to select these people because they weren't just who's available.
Right.
It's people oh no, this guy actually has legit business. He has legit work.
Yeah. Which is great. I'm so blessed for all the shows and that's definitely my favorite part of it is the playing the shows and traveling and just getting to see people. It's awesome.
Did you kick out your deadbeat roommates?
My roommates are gone. Yes. They're all, no more roommates. I got my own place now finally. So,
which means now it's you got more responsibility because you didn't have
Now I got grass to cut every time I come home.
so domestic. Josh Ross
Yes.
is the new person.
That's right. I like cutting grass, so I bought as much grass as I could.
Riding lawnmower.
Yeah, like the zero turn. Sit out there for 4 hours, put headphones on, and just zone out.
Yeah, zone out, and then all of a sudden you feel like some sort of bump, and you go, "What did I just drive over?"
Yeah, what did I just drive over? I've already done that. Yeah, I already hit the septic in the back and ripped the top of it off, and so it's cool.
Some real life stuff.
This is new material to write about.
Absolutely.
So
awards season, CCMAs are coming up, and you're once again nominated for everything. You know,
cool. Almost. We're missing a couple.
it doesn't get old,
No,
except
no.
for the rush, though. I think probably of when you're there, they make you work your ass off. You don't really get to chill as much, I don't think.
No, I mean, the first couple of years there, it was like sneak into events and try to be noticed. And I'm so lucky. It's really cool to have people that want to hear the stories and want to know what's going on and say hello. And and then now it's like the weird part is like you have artists come up to you and ask you questions and stuff. And
What are people asking you?
Well, just like advice or whatever it may be, like, moving somewhere or trying this or production or producers or life on the road or whatever it is. And for me, I'm like, if you really think about it, it's only been 2 or 3 years. So I still feel so new at it. But at the same time, it's like I have new artists coming up to me and asking me for advice. And I'm like, I more or less be honest, like being like, I'm still trying to figure it out, but here's my advice based on what I've learned. And it's pretty cool.
Okay, let's try it right now. I have a new album. It's called It Took 9 Months.
Yeah.
And I have a song called Knife You in Your Sleep. It's a love song.
Knife you in your sleep.
What do you think I should do?
Maybe change the title because
it only took 9 months?
radio won't play it.
Okay.
And work on social media, big thing.
Let's talk about the Later Tonight tour. You're selling tickets like crazy. You're playing bigger venues. You, in some cases, multiple nights in the same city.
Yeah.
That's a rush.
Yeah, I'm excited. The bus doesn't have to move between nights, which will be really, really fun. So,
are you better at taking it chill on these big tours, or are you like everybody still, like young Josh Ross, where you start the tour and the first week is you blow your brains out at the bar?
yeah, it's probably. I guess we'll find out. Lately, I'm trying to be more responsible, but I feel like those double nights will be very interesting when I don't have to go anywhere. So it'll be good.
Wake up in a bed that isn't moving.
This is very nice.
Josh, thanks for doing this, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Follow Music Row on X at Music Row Country, on Instagram at Music Row Official. Music Row is produced by Shed of Dreams.